we all doing today? Sorry for the bit of the late start, but it took a bit to cook, so we end up having to shower and sort ourselves out a bit later. Right, so last time we got booted all the way back to... I remember that much. Pretty sure there's only 2 more traders we need to check, but we don't have anything we can give them to get the rep up, so I used up the other 2. But we'll go see if our profit back lets us buy anything from their current ranks first. And then we'll head back out. Head to the Janus, I think it was, had an event queued for us. And then we're going to go get our planetary capital. And then I want to go back to that well. But that fucking giant disc of Zinch decided to smack us halfway across the expanse back towards this area. Princess? Yeah? Recommendation for that? Get a Q-tip bud and just poke it through. Only you would manage to do that. So you know how, like, on the sauces you get that plastic bit on top? She's managed to take the white plastic off and leave clear film underneath. That's impressive. Because then I normally just struggle getting them off because the tabs are so tiny on those little handballs. Time to drink my peach iced tea. Press any key. Yeah, at the moment anyway. Okay, so we've got to get to 200 to be a next iron class. To be rank 1. So I believe after 2, once you go to past 2, you get to 3, you can only get to 2 of the other ones. Resource preservation. Destroy the weak. Huh, okay. What's what I was going to look at? Be paused. Yeah, so these are current character stats, like +5 to almost every trait, +20 to willpower, and then like all my skills have like +5, 10, 15, or 20 to them. Or buff. Right, yeah, so... outside Darius, and then we have to go to the cantina place to talk to the pirate traders. We may have some good stuff for us. I don't know. I can't remember if we had anything we couldn't grab because of the profit factor. You know, me, who has this, which is like so nice. That cloak, it's 5 tool characteristics. DD with her makeshift heavy mesh Xeno wear. God with his regal armor. Sammy using a force sword even though she isn't a psychic. So starts in Mu Rojo 71. So I need to go to a star system called Mu Rojo 79 if I see it for that sub-quest where I picked up all the pieces for it. So scout armor is 30 with dodge. Willpower more than 50 with the rune armor. Yeah, real power's 30. I don't think there's anything else that's nice. But the plus, just the generic plus 10 would seem nicer to me. And her intelligence is less than that. No. No point. Won't do anything for her. I mean, I could stick that on there. I mean, I can stick that on there now. Increases damage from bleeding, burning, toxic effects. Yeah, see. Whenever the wearer uses a non-attacking consumable, e.g. stimulate or medkit, it counts as an attack of a different type for the previous attack versus versatility, which is only for a particular class that she's not. Right, head up to the religious bloke. Give him the diary of the captain wasteland welfare. Your expedition perished. He studies the diary for one science and says grimly, Captain Verka was a kind but valuable man. So was my brother in service, Garrick. So were the 4,822 pilgrims who boarded the wasteland wayfarer many years ago. It grieves me that this kindness failed the test that the void presented with them. Let their death serve as a reminder to us all. Corruption has many faces and can strain even the purest souls. Thank you for the news, Lord Commander. Colony Mortis is hereby officially declared fallen and lost. Ruined abode. What is this? A martyr work from a lost colony? No, Roman, it is a blasphemous text, the product of a mind of a heretic and apostate who betrayed humankind, one who knows the face of the enemy. I'll take dogmatic points. Your vigilance is great. We will steel our hearts against the new breed of heresy that is pressed into these unclean pages. Let's see what you have to offer me. Yeah, I can get a few things off him because I have more trade points. Onslaught. Increase movements by 6 and grants 2 charges of slash ability. Yeah, weapon perception. Minus 50 to start using next turn. And, ooh, 15 crack grenade. So, bonus to willpower, 15% damage to psychic and navigative powers benefits. Okay, so that's for a pure psychic build. Unfortunately, I don't have anything I can give him. Yeah, because I've used all my tradables. I mean, heavy flamer focus. The roaring thunder is definitely something I want to get off of him at some point. Because a different type of thunder hammer. Right. Let's head over here.
There will be no peace in my way.
We want to go to the Martyr's Endurance. Have a word with it. A local pirate friends about here. I mean, I wish I had more ship battle trophies to trade in. I'd like to get more actual equipment for my ship. But we have a really good gun. But I'd like better auger arrays, better shields. And apart from that very close score against that combat, which I'm not supposed to be in, I think I'm doing really well with the combat. I am using the special ship I get because of my pack, but it's only supposed to be different. It's not meant to be that more powerful. But I am playing very close to its strength of heavy armor, close stacker, and lances. The Dark Elder ships definitely are something to struggle against. Might have to hold on to more macro cannons, I think, and then if I know I'm going to be fighting more Dark Elder, switch the main gun to a macro cannon.
They will see. Oh yes, they all will.
My character is quicker. Welcome back. Let's see what you have to offer. Nah, I need to get reputation actually up with her to a 4 at a minimal. I like how that basic pirate chain that requires Patient 4 with her. Meso pattern auto pistol. Backpack. I'd like that. Plus one rate of fire. Yes, please. Excuse me, that's a shotgun. Level 21 Carnage. Lol, more hits with axe, more critical hit. That'd be great if you got a crit build. Right. Back out into space we can go. Yeah. A T was it or was it Y? Information, cargo. It is Y. Yeah, Janice has got something for us to go sort out. Right, so go to the docks. So as we know, this is the main station. So I'm actually wondering if we get anywhere else to trade. Might be later chapters. I'm not entirely too sure. It'd just be nice to have some other merchants. So at the end of this, we've got to be able to deal with Chaos, Dark Eldar. I'm guessing we have a little run in with Necrons because we've seen that they have woodchip trophies, as well as Orcs, which I'm actually looking forward to. The idea of fighting Orcs is actually quite entertaining. Right. Get back to our ship. Everyone's got full items, right? Nope. Anti-mechanical grenade. Okay, I think we're good. The fact that I have a plasma cannon now on my tech priest makes me happy. Well, heavy plasma gun. May not always hit, but it makes like I use him as a very versatile character. So I've got what? Two dedicated melees, one versatile. I've got one heavy hitter melee, one who's kind of like a buff meleeer / debuffer, one who's very versatile. Then I've got my two snipers with me, who's more psychic support sniper, and then the dedicated sniper. And then we've got Mr. Guard, who's dedicated fire support. So if I can find like a las cannon for like, I want a good single heavy hitting weapon. That'd be nice. Right, let's go see if any of our companions need anything talked about.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Strange messages have been appearing in the ship's logs. What do you know about this error?
This statement is true. Algorithmic violation violations have been recorded, as a result of which I twice performed an offering to the cogitators of corrective data vows and ruled out the possibility of sabotage. I hypothesize that the violation is a consequence of the discontent of the ship's machine spirits. I recommend a procedure of placation of the honored spirits for the glory of the Omnissiah and the steel angels sent by him.
I want to know the truth about you.
The request is approved. I did conceal certain information. I was a student of Archmagus Amanat, but I committed an act of betrayal after he deviated from sacred dogma.
What did he do?
He fell into schism and challenged the sacred boundaries of knowledge. The blessed Amanat claimed the limits of what is permitted must be expanded, because by refusing to explore certain law, we find ourselves in contempt of the seventh universal law. Comprehension is the key to all things. My mentor put forth a thesis claiming that we have stagnated, that ritual is now nothing but a cage for souls and false worship of the Omnissiah. He sought to break the cycle of mindless repetition because he saw the inevitable demise of our faith and all humanity at the end of it.
Certain aspects of him have indeed ossified. His argument sounds reasonable. He has died in the war, heretic. Theological argument, or political one. Reasonable.
This statement is false. My mentor's words sound like heresy. Limits were established because it is dangerous to venture beyond. Each step past them could lead to a bloody slaughter, but the blessed Amanat was not afraid.
How did you betray him that?
The teachings of the blessed Amanat spread, and word of it reached the conclave of the Cognizance fleet. They recognized his teachings as tech heresy. Many tech priests suddenly vanished or were subjected to servo penance for minor transgressions. The students of Amanat, whose number included many enlightened and respected brothers, resisted. My prognosis showed that our most likely future was a schism and a fratricidal war that would destroy the Cognizance fleet. That was when I headed to the conclave. I confessed and handed the information about my mentor's research over to the conclave. Brazen, anathematic studies of the Forbidden Law. The conclave could use that data to summon Archmagus Amanat to stand trial and compel him to repent on pain of excommunicate traitoris. His subsequent fate is unknown to me.
So you betrayed your mentor?
This statement is true. However, I took this step out of loyalty to my mentor. He rejected caution and was leading us to a blasphemous war where he would become the first and most important victim. I did not want to witness his destruction and tried to force him to submit. I wanted to return to my mentor and share his fate, but the conclave found me repentant and sent me to the station Alter Templum Calixis EXT-17, where I was to atone for my previous transgressions.
You're going to find excuses as you are at technology.
This statement is false. I, Pascal Hahnemann, fully accept responsibility for my profane acts and betraying the trust of my esteemed mentor.
So why did you go to Recognize?
I was summoned there by a message that was encrypted with the blessed Amanat's personal code, and could be interpreted in several ways. One thing was certain: we were in danger, and I had to go to Rycat Minoris.
So who was able?
Assessing his personality is difficult. The spirit of Brother Abel is different from that of most people. Tech comrades of the cog call such persons quiet ones. He possesses significant intellect, but shuns communication. So far, I have not been able to determine why Abel summoned me to Rycat Minoris, how he is related to the Blessed Amonat, or why he bears the same name as me. Perhaps Reverend Abel may not be fully able to actualize and interpret the available data.
What you gonna do next?
I was wrong when I assumed it was the Blessed Archmagos Amonat who assumed the guise of Abel Haneman. But there is a connection between him and the Reverend Abel, and I intend to uncover the nature of this link.
No more questions.
Acknowledged. I will return to ruminating on the search for the Blessed Amonat. The request is approved. I have no outright restrictions on disclosing this information.
Where are you from?
Information about my origins is worthless. I belong to the priesthood of explorators and came to the Coronis Expanse over 200 years ago. Any events preceding that moment are insignificant.
How did you end up here?
I was honored to become a member of the Explorator Cognizance Fleet. When the Adeptus Mechanicus summoned the faithful for an exploratory venture into the depths of the Coronis Expanse, I joined the fleet in fulfillment of my sacred vows of comprehension.
Why not with the feet then?
After I betrayed Archmagos Amonat, the fleet conclave directed me to the orbital station, Alter Templum Calixus EXT-17, for penance. This venerable temple station was founded in the early years of our expansion into the Coronis Expanse. It is currently a rear observation post of the Cognizance Fleet in orbit around the star Furibundus.
Tell me about your mechanics.
They are my younger brothers and guides on the way to the Omnissiah. Their machine spirits are directly bound to my neocortex and pick up impulses from my subconscious. Sometimes they act ahead of my thoughts. This is how the Omnissiah leads me to comprehension.
Surprised this mechadendron aren't actually animated on its model.
The sacred fraternity of explorers. The cult Mechanica sends us out to the frontiers of the known sectors as researchers and conquerors. We are the warriors of the Code, who return to the lost worlds and devote themselves to recovering the lost ancient knowledge. Explorators are granted the privilege of being more independent than many of our tech comrades. However, it has earned us a reputation as unstable and poorly controlled troublemakers whose unorthodox views are dangerously close to apostasy. Acknowledged.
That's enough
May your
question now.
labors be effective and fruitful.
Alright, let's venture out. Need to speak to the character more every now and then. Get some more lore from them. Now we've got to play Hot Water and check each planet as we go to them, see if I've actually picked up the resources there. Or if there's a resource worth me grabbing. Right, map of Cronus Expanse. Okay, so we need to go to Janus, which is here. Well, first of all, we'll travel there because it's safe. I will check to see if I've planted the extractums mostly around here. Did your minions absolutely trounce it? Okay, I already have an extractor. Oh, you got a lot of timed rescues. I'm guessing you basically used your summons to just bomb rush your way there. And I'm guessing nets permanently paralyze you. That's good. Right, I don't need plastic. If anything, I need weapons, xenotech, maybe more antimat, logstone, mechanisms, people. Reverend Homer Dias has arrived on the planet for a brief visit. A great many pilgrims have come with him in hopes of finding a new home. Except the faithful. Many pilgrims, weary of the years of wonder, decide to settle on the road traders' colony. Reverend Highest departed for another world, taking the rest of the faithful with him in search of a planet that could become their home. Isn't that increasing amount of people here? I think. That's what? That requires rep and xenotech mechanisms, and rep. It's good to have moves that you don't care about. So that when my ship gets attacked, if I have any of my crew members fighting there, they have a habit of shooting me in the back. I'm at the point of not caring to shoot through them. Right, so after that, I want to head to that world. I believe it was that one world with unforeseen events that yeeted me across the galaxy. Rather rudely. This is going to cost a lot of our points, but having a route between our main colonies just seems intelligent to me. And then make it safe. I mean, it's a massive expenditure of points, but having direct routes between places for us to go, it's just like it makes sense. Alright. Storyline. Let's just restore our capital world. Let's see what shit's going on down here. Lord Captain, Master Heinz on the line. I can report the quest for the capital world of Von Van Close Dynasty is finally at an end. The Gurus is inside its head and we receive countless greetings. Your subjects would like to know when their master is arriving. Soon, the scanner is the system. Merchant captains taking refuge in Orbital Docks. Dangerous race to send you priceless welcome gifts, hoping to buy your favor and make an impression with road trader. I am coming home. It will be done. Lord Captain, I would be pleased to accompany you on your visit to Dagnus so I can personally introduce Sakenda, servant of the God of Throne, who previously attended Lord Theodora on Dagnus. I am counting your benevolence. Okay, so take Inox with us for this one. Got it. Which means I've also got to upgrade. Because I don't think I've actually messed with him recently. Flogstone, take it. We don't have a lot of that. Yeah, I can imagine that being very infuriating. Laughable. Also, what a minute. Right, so need to level him up. I use a lot of his psychic powers as well, but we'll get some fellowship. A little bit more toughness. Where's the warp button? Oh, enemies adjacent so I can take more damage. That kind of cool. Critical hit scored by anyone within the Psycho's life the Psycho cells increases the Psycho's critical hit damage. Psyhims. Oh, I can make him P1. That'll be useful. Shield of the Emperor. All allies affected by the word of the Emperor increase their deflection by X. Oh, okay. That might be worth taking. Or we have Enfeeble. Two times Cyrus and Enfeeble. He's very high in Law Xeno. Course and Caution I don't think are so useful for him as I'm not going to be taking her, so Law Xeno maybe, and Perception maybe as well as when we go on, because I know for a fact. Right, Psi rating 2. Ooh. No, I'm not too. What's this? Every time the psychic deals damage, they gain this. If that damage was dealt to a target adjacent to the psychic, they gain +2 stacks instead. When the psychic suffers lethal damage, the stacks of siphon are removed and reduce the damage by 1 for each stack until either all stacks are removed. Oh, okay, cool. All psychic stacks, including attacks, now poison enemies. Yes, every attack poison them. I like that. That sounds cool. Toughness, willpower. Oh. What's this one? An effect applied by the psychic increases the damage suffered by a target. The effect is increased by half. Okay, sure. The psychic's allies or psychic themselves are under the effect of psychic power. They gain 5 toughness for each such effect. Does it not use biomancy on people? Yeah, why not? And then inventory, because we've got to take him with us. Okay, so weapon. So at the moment he has a force. And a pistol and then a staff. So he has an auto pistol. Inferno pistol. Yes. Excuse me. His force sword is probably the best use for now as a single weapon, because goes off his siren. Right, armor. He's wearing light mostly, but we can put better light on. Medium, light, medium. Go with that. Right, cloak. No. maybe. Yeah, why not? Helmet wise, it doesn't have taunting scream, so that's not going to be that useful. What about boots? Doesn't use navigator powers. Doesn't burn. Not that useful. Not that useful. Maybe for now, unless I see other ones. Commander's monocle. Five tough. His intelligence is less than 35. He's a bit of a dum-dum. He does use pistols, so take that. Tech use not so useful. Not so useful. Hits an enemy, the wearer gains a bonus to its rate attack. Why not? Why not? And then a haywire grenade and take some crackies. Not the best, but you do. Less sniper, more aggressive combat guy, but this should help at least. Gas giant. Let's go talk to Adeptus Mechanicus ship first. Well, Captain, transport shot bearing the markers Adeptus Mechanicus approach the ship. Marcos Tenzin's delegation intends to board our ship and gain orders from your lordship. Exactly how he phrased it, he intends not humble requests. Many of my technical resident that diplomacy and interact with latency, it is regrettable. Dilapidated. Receive the delegation. Maybe here on important business. It'll be done, my lord. Request permission to be present in the audience. Granted my tech lads. Why not? Well, you're going to be present anyway. Why is it loading distance around? Why did I have to pick my part in this result in combat? Why do I get the feeling this is going to go possibly sideways, depending how I do it?
What lies beyond?
A group dressed in crimson of the priesthood of Mars walks towards you, the gaze fixed upon Pascal. You know that the group is not monolithic. Some of the members are more heavily armed and follow a large tech priest clad in battle armor. Others with a spectral distance cast an inquiring look on their leader, whose hunched over posture lights. 1 second, I think I hear Jade. I'll be right back. Right, I am back. Let's see what these guys want. Despite the hood hiding his face, you recognize him as Opticon Tutu from Who You Encountered on Football. Tyson. The enormous tech priest points his hand at Pascal and lets out a booming roar, not unlike a factory alarm. It makes your very bones vibrant. Herald skull, server skulls marked Feminist cog follow in its wake. They bear shrilly. Thou shalt not suffer a heretic in thy forge, for rust begets rust, Pascal Hurriman. In the name of the Adeptus Mechanicus, you are under arrest. The 100th servant of the Omnissiah turns to you. Diplomacy mode engaged announcement. The Adeptus Mechanicus offers their apology I'd like to inform you of the necessity of conducting an operation to detain, arrest, terminate 40 unit on the rogue traders' territory. Study the 2 tech priests of Mars. You identify the rare armor of the enormous tech priest is wearing as sector plate, recognized suit. It carries imprints in many battles and has the markings that announce its status as a relic. Some of the armor damage looks fairly severe, to the point of endangering its operation. The silvery flash of the unsteel are marked with terrible chemical burns. Now and then, convulsions shake the tech priest's body, and a painful sound and hiss comes from his vox. The tall tech priest who spoke to you looks more peaceful and makes a point of not drawing his weapon. There's an air of concern about the way he frequently glances over at his fellow, scrutinizing his condition. On what? Who are you? First. An instrument of the Omnisize authorized to punish and exact vengeance, known by the designation of Tunzen Hurman. Identification recognized and confirmed these units are who they declare themselves to be. On what charge are you trying to arrest a member of my retinue? This heretic uses in the personal identification codes, spreading tech heresy in the world of Caval Gamma, making an attempt on the life of the Messiah. The deafening roar on the tech priest Fox makes you grimace in pain. You touch your ears and notice blood on your fingers. The faulty units will be removed in the name of the Messiah. I condemn you. Lightning flashed across the warrior's armor, agony resounding in the blare of his Fox alarm. Roger Pascal speaks quietly and coldly. You are a malfunctioning tech comrade. I deem your logical conclusions questionable. Oh, okay. The statement is false. Tech brother Tansen Human is currently undergoing holy torment deterioration, which however does not critically affect his cognitive capacity for data analysis. Unit calling him Pascal Herman. We have information that implicates you having learned that you are a member of the retinue, a maintenance specialist in the service of Road Trader von Voclisis. We have come here with the goal of meeting you, intercepting you, engaging you in combat. Sorry? That is kind of cool. Anyway, what is happening on Calvo Gamma? That planet belongs to me. According to the Vox interception data, the planet fabricated census made by serious modifications to manufacture working procedures, which codifies as a lapse in sacrilege. The Dexterous Chaos are hereby officially notifying the House von Classine of having commenced an investigation operation of removing fabricator Census definite estimated time to procedure completion 3.7 solar years. But they suggest that the unit which used Magos Explorer to Herman's identification code performed an unauthorized upgrade on the planetary Fox rate and introduced data deemed to be scrap code into its operation. This fact points to this unit's criminal complicities with Heretic, who is that guy. Do you have proof? Right, guys, does this big fella have to roar? Negative. Upon completing his satisfaction procedures, Teppo Tanton Val modified his manic algorithm in order to never to desecrate, sully, tarnish his mouth Fox conduit process with flesh speak. Mine is pure biochemic tongue that preserves only what is true and shuns scrap data. I send his birthday Hulk is a saint. This statement is true. Baltazan has the honor of wearing authorized to wear the sacred battle harness that belonged to Magos Militant of Spectacus, one of the first champions of the Faith Host Scouts to join the cause. Conquer the coast expanse after his death, the termination of his vital functions at the hands of Xenos. His damaged Goliath class armor was preserved and given the status of a relic. The Depths of Chaos regard this act as voluntary martyrdom, self-destruction for the glory of Desmagnicaris. The battle harness is classified as cognate armor. The machine spirit living in it is strong and wise, but it took major damage in the course of his last battle. Besides sacred litanies and imperatives of the service homicide, the armor broadcasts a continuous signal of suffering and agony into Tech Brother Tenzin's mind. What do you have to say about this? Pascal replies firmly, I deny these charges. I never lost against my tech comrades. My cognitive purity vows were never distorted. My legal identification code was never stolen. I am the true Magnus Explorator per mine, and I am not guilty. False witness. Do you have proof that set priestess who he claims to be? Confirmed. According to archive entry 1E99237, Magnus Explorator Tanzan Hymerian served on, maintained the ship, identified, classified in the capacity of relic caretaker. So it sets down both organic and sacred parts of his body in a series of sacrilegious breaches, right of operation, assassination attempt. Owing to a statistical fortune coincidence by the homicide's grace, enough of his operational capacity was preserved for him to don a Goliath model sacred battle harness, which would preserve his vital functionality. Archive entry personal data sealed by the captain of the identifier classified. For vengeance, I first, as I tread the path of vengeance, follow blasphemous, miscreant, bloody tracks. Analysis of security systems showed that the assassin heretic infiltrated the reliquary using Tech Brother Tyzon's unique identification code. Someone had stolen duplicated Brother Tyzus' identity, which is a grade 3 transgression, and the unit making the alleged crime claims of being Pascal Herman is known to have previously entered the stolen code. Oh, I want to see evidence. Get to the bottom of this. Request approved. Ready to work in cooperative mode. Archiving Tech Bravo's operation lays participate in investigation search for the truth. The unit ultimately advised in favor of House of Classes participation request. At least Opticon has brain. %. Pascal's accompanied on my travels for a while now, and I can swear to it he is no criminal. Request for cooperation reviewed and accepted. I request Brother Tenzon's consent to the co-participation of representatives of the former classes dynasty in investigation proceedings. Sacrifice conspiracy to help from laypersons. I am a cog of the Deus Machinus that grinds down corruption, and I will carry out the sentence immediately. Freezes, but green light spot for his visor. He extends a hand, replies, indicating that the cycle be discontinued. US Pascal wells are coming from both his and his own box and Tuzzin's, and every sensor on the SQ's battle harness lights up at once, blinding and wounding. Normal Leviathan lets out a deafening roar of pain. Attention! Party notification. Service units of Kappa Fred supply lines are unauthorized to confront the rogue trader. Command, retreat, and reinitiate negotiation.
Oh, another annoyance.
Come to chaos!
He just literally said come to chaos. Opticon left, and these guys are going berserk. Right, who's going first? Pascal. And then we've got a Technomat Vice Kier up here who's going to act. Okay, I'm going to have Pascal engage in Glorious Melee. And then it'll be my turn. Well, I'm going to back. I do not want to be in direct combat with these guys. Thank you very much. Yes. Can I get back any further cover? No, it's as far back as I can get from now. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get up there for further cover. So, where'd be better? If I go here, I can probably move all the way back here to get behind these for cover. And then, with that, oh, my Eldari, I should say, do sort of the same. Right, Sammy and DD be behind cover. And guard be behind cover. Right. I want to plant front line here. Right, this is stronghold. Why didn't you place the area? It's weird.
My vow is to serve.
Yeah, it's front line didn't get placed. Okay.
agitation failed.
Weird. Right. Machine spirit banished.
Request denied.
Does that deboss them? Then I can
Running by
Intimidate.
right. Request approved.
and smash.
Vulnerability analysis successful.
Analyze enemy. Tactical knowledge. Dodged.
Shattered foes in my wake.
Okay, so let's have a look at this guy and what bust he's got right now. Exploit. He has an Omniscience Axe, standard. Doesn't look like he's got anything else. So he's got Embrace the Machine. So he can't be fatigued, disturbed, perplexed, or staggered. Shock damage increase. Reject the first shot. This creature has 4 deflection. Yeah. So he gains damage. Takes damage, gains damage, and so on. And makes an attack in turn. Okay. Right, so
What if...
use that. Okay, you're not gonna be able to use anything in range there.
A genius at work.
Right, use your free attack on him. 'Cause he's the primary target.
Let's see.
Eh. You guys suck at it. Okay, you're not gonna be able to see anything back there. You'd have to be there, but then you're not in cover. I'd rather have cover. There? There?
I
There.
move swiftly to strike.
Hunt down the
If
prey.
it serves your cause. This tedium is
Precise shot.
beneath me,
Pull.
if I must.
Increase
I am
cover.
not your Xenos pet monkey.
And then
If it serves
Kaboom.
your cause.
you missed. Of course you missed. Right, Sammy.
Purpose
Pascal,
guides
serve me. Okay. Engage both
Descend upon the weak.
of these guys. You'll be able to slash them. Make a free attack.
I
that
need
one.
no guidance.
Buff. Right, I need 2 points to do the attack. Let's say we mark that one. 2 points to a
One
sweet,
step I will delight my masters with your demise.
and then make it so people don't trick you as often. Yeah, sword. Ow.
Suffering is part of the trial.
Rend the flesh, shatter the spirit.
Pascal, no. You know, this will put Mr. God in a very vulnerable situation. I'm doing it. I'm putting you not in cover so you have a perfect lineup of most of the enemies with your heavy bolter.
All too easy. Not a problem for me. Already done.
Plus, you know, you have a chance of knocking them down. Pretty much.
Suits my purposes.
And it includes the big boss of this fight as well.
Chandler.
You knocked one of the servitors prone and injured everyone else. Not her turn yet. Hey, literally what I'm about to use. Where's that crack grenade?
Nothing I can't do.
Wow. 2 damage. You are fighting a tech priest who is in Sicarian armor. Sicarian armor is from the Age of Technology. Yeah, it's from that time. It's a relic level armor. What, grenade? To be honest, if we want a grenade that is ridiculously deadly, we need a void grenade. Because that literally opens a black hole. Yeah, basically like it opens a micro warp hole. I don't blame you. Right, I'm gonna have DD go just about there. Use. Hate this guy. Take a defensive stand.
I will not be deterred. I can't allow myself to do this.
Nicest way possible.
The Emperor
Smash!
commands.
Bam. Okay, Pascal's turn.
The Omnissiah knows all,
Oh, there we go.
comprehends all.
That would provoke an attack of opportunity for 2 of them, something like that.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Analyze. Who's got most HP? You got most HP. Ooh.
I venerate you, machine spirit.
Everyone hates Pascal.
Damage is negligible.
Okay. They've mostly moved away, so I'm actually okay with moving up.
Through the smoke and gunfire.
In order to
A wicked thought.
get better buffs than my king's psychic powers. Yeah, you can get foreboding off that.
Schemes
Cast it.
within the schemes.
Then free attack on him.
Let's see.
Where's that penetrate? That. What is that Technomat doing? He should put himself in combat. Just to use like exposed weakness and that. Oh, there we go. So this turn gonna end. Finally.
Swift and silent. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Oof.
If it serves your
Oof.
cause.
I definitely want the big guy to go down. Sorry if I hit you, God.
I deal death with my hand.
Someone like you!
What? Take out big fat guy. Right, Sammy. 3/new.
Purpose
Probably kill you.
guide.
Then
Ruin Peck.
smash you. Okay, well, let's do it this way then.
Whispers, guide my hand. Sow the seeds of discord. I need no guidance.
Not what I wanted to do.
Purpose guides me.
There we go.
One step closer. I will delight my masters with your demise.
You made an attack against my friend. No. You're stuck in the corner there. I hope you have a melee weapon. Like error, error, error. Can't do anything. Error, 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 error. Error, error. Unable to extrapolate. Error, error. Error. Eventually turn will end because I believe there's a mechanism that makes them auto end turn after a certain amount of time.
All too easy. Not my specialty. Suits my purposes. Absolutely not.
Poke that guy.
There's nowhere to hide.
You couldn't. Poke that guy.
Nothing I can't do. Nothing of value has been lost.
Like, yay for epic bolter usage.
I am the chosen weapon that will crush the heathens.
Splat. Much splat.
Another step towards our
Ooh.
ultimate victory.
Yeah. Poor guy. Yes, my love.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
Yes, if you wouldn't mind giving me just a minute.
Let the cycle be discontinued.
There's cannon.
My vow is to serve.
Move the area. Use
Running
this.
binaric override. Request approved.
Use that.
Running
That.
binaric override.
Use that.
Request approved.
Sorry. 4. Fire the
Running
plasma.
binaric vital functions successfully terminated.
Deleted. And here comes Opticon. Pressing civilizations of hostility. Well, help your brother. This unit that called itself Titans is dead, has been disabled. 2 assets for restoration or reuse as spare parts. So pause, Pascal bows his head, letting him Requiem pours out of his fox. Despite his misconception, he was a servant of the Messiah. What have you done? Hughes replied to us, unable to fulfill requests. The Messiah granted me an epiphany, and I muttered the main machine spirit that was filling Tarzan's mind with fury. I do not fully understand the manner of my appeal to it. The situation affects mine mirrors the incident on Wrecker Minus, where I appealed to the machine spirit of the malfunctioning mechanism and laid it to rest. And so you had to kill a comrade. I also regret to have a negative assessment of this event. Detective Mechanics still accuses this unit of identifying itself as Pascal having a criminal theft of unique identification code. Unlike Tech Brother Heisen, I am not authorized to immediately arrest and execute the unit, but neither am I authorized to drop the inquiry. There are no apostates among us. Piercing voice from the Vox synth is more overwhelming than Tyzon's thunderous roar. Tech Resource Tyson and the machine spirit that lived in his battle harness succumbed to the suffering that beset them. Their judgment was rash and erroneous. Now that their torment is over, I declare them martyrs, and their requisition Tenzin Hara's Nur augments for the purpose of preserving his blessed memory. As though his Tech Resource on, Pascal leans over the slain man's body and extracts the augments from his skull, and his movements are precise as they are respectful. Listen in silence. With each word, Pascal's voice grows more powerful and majestic. You saw the agony your brother Tyson was in. His unbridled pain spurred faith and mediated you, yet you were silent. Reverence stopped you from raising your voice to proclaim that the machine spirit to which his mind had merged was morbidly affected. The imperative of reverence has paralyzed your will, and your wretched a tragedy unfolds in science. The section of the law states the comprehension is the true path to knowledge, yet the procedural cycle has robbed you of your comprehension. Therefore, let the cycle be discontinued. There's a clang as often knees pressed to the floor, crimson hoods are bowed. Let the cycle be discontinued. The radiant light pulse from Pascal's fire grows dimmer, and static creeps back into his voice. Let the cycle be discontinued, tech comrades. And that's one small point I'm not clear on. What just happened? That scent crackles somewhat tentatively. I decided to sustain my words with an extract from one of the blessed Amarat ceremonies on the loss of internal and external function in verse 4. My analysis deemed it appropriate. Of genuflation? There's been a long time since the words of Messiah of discontinual last spoken openly over public communication bans. We respectfully welcome wisdom's return. So he is not forgotten after all. Messiah of discontinuing? Is that how you refer to Amarat? Following Archmagus Amarat's partial classification removal from the chain of command, there was an authorization attribute on the series of ceremonies of discontinuing the cycle that was disseminated across the Condition fleet. It was in fact a title used by many in past times. Is Amarat teachings not heretical? The statement is false, contrary to what many servants of the Messiah thought they knew, preferred to believe. Fleet Supreme Conclave never formally issued an official statement on that decision. The 37% of the Supreme Arcade's members openly supported Archmagus Amarat's views, and the disappeared were removed from the chain of command under circumstances that were classified. The Supreme Conclave has not had a quorum ever since. You know where Amarat is now? Data unavailable. No reports have mentioned Archmagus Amarat since the incident on Arc Mechanicus, the matter which led to the presumed destruction and disappearance of the Void Ship. My archives have no data on the horrific incident. The vessel was blessed by Amarat's base of operation. It is lost then? Were you among his followers? Negative. I had no contact with Archmagus Amarat and was never a member of his flock disciples retinue. However, my analysis of the doctrine he led inspired me deep respect for trust in him. I will get you some out. Sorry. I presume the conflict between you and Pascal has been resolved. The data received provides a basis for calling the fallen Tech Brotherton's hypothesis into correction. Our respectful due to lack of authorization to indict followers on the Messiah discontinuing. We will not proceed with the detainment, arrest, or termination. The Messiah knows all. Comprehensive. Thank you, Tech Brother Opticon 22. May remain aboard my ship. Request denied. The Kappa Fred Supply Line delegation is leaving Douglas, expresses gratitude for the hospital ceasefire, claims its intent to return to football to soon perform regular function. Megatron briefly touches the shoulder of Continuity, who bows respectfully. Right, I think I'm actually finding out. I will, as soon as I can hit the pause button, go get you a nice jumper. Pause button. Right, be right back.
The world, I am the rogue thread.
So, reject the flesh. Rank 1 required for use of this. So, is this a combination of Pascal's axe better? Why is it saying his one does more damage when it's 911 anyway? So it's exactly the same. It's just a base axe. I'm not disturbed by that. Why couldn't he have had a special axe? Like, special tentacle? What's this? Power sword. I don't have many of those. Improved black armor. Back to the bullshit bridge. Well, at least I didn't take any diplomacy problems. Just very angry tech man. But it looks like because I took Pascal, he couldn't act or use his ability properly. Yeah, it's free experience, free stuff to upgrade. That's how I see it. Now we can actually go down onto our planet and figure out what the fuck is going on with it. As we know, there's probably some heretical bullshit going on down there. Like, Kevo Gamma is definitely, like, completely fucked towards heretic. Like, it'll be a full-on war to retake that place, I have a feeling. There's also don't have to fight a Titan or Forge Fiend. Right. F5 just in case. Too. Can we build anything? Build good tidings now. We've got enough flagstone. Player gains the Faith of Frequency feature. All allies gain 3 times allies demonic rank critical hit chance. And competency for all colonies. Yeah, why not? Good tidings. It's a giant spire that will reach up to the Falstone's orbit. From there, powerful Fox Station will broadcast prayers and sermons into the entire planet. The voice of the astropathic choir will carry the sacred word across all of Kronos' lands. The good tidings will be heard throughout the Fox spectrum, relaying the Imperial subjects. Basically, I'm getting a giant megaphone going, "Praise be the Emperor," throughout all my worlds. I approve. Right, begin scan. Okay, so bomb for Kaiser's Palace, Administratum. Let's take you with me first. So we'll leave behind. Okay, she's got to come, apparently. I'm guessing this is her mission here. Oh, everyone's leveled up. I should sort that out. Okay. If we go here. Right, let me have a look at what his mission is. Companions, I believe it is. Okay, so secrets of the cult. Let's go down there without him for now? I think he's mostly wants to go to the main part of the world. I know this is her particular part. I have to level her up as well, see if I can give her any better equipment. And level us all up. I didn't realise we'd actually leveled up again. Alright, see what levels we can get. More site rating? No. Damage and psychic powers. So it has a range of 2 cells or more. So that would give me more range for powers, which would be useful. There has been times I've been out of range because I'm a sniper. Station, Spear of Thread. By level